Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome to the episode number 7, and we're just chilling, hanging out. The funniest shit, the parts when I was talking about the feminist thing getting slowly into this Eastern traditional countries. It's so funny because I see it now all over like TikTok, and they just like expanding. I wish I could show these like small clips of Russian girls talking hardcore shit about Russian men and how they don't like it anymore and how everything's so shit and blah blah. It's so hilarious. Obviously, those videos are in Russian, so it kind of doesn't make sense to like embed them into this clip where everything is in English, but it's really a disaster because exactly the same kind of principle that I explained, like, and this is literally what girls are saying, like, after dating someone from Europe, from Scandinavia, from like Poland, Germany, whatever it is, after dating men from somewhere else, they're looking back at their own men in their own country and they're like, yeah, well, fuck this, like it's not the same experience, it's not the same feelings, it's not the same anything. And of course it's not 100%. Of course it's not. Why would it be? Because it can't be, because these men, these people, they live in a different economy, different world, in a different like mindset. Everything's very different. They are struggling themselves. How can they provide you that kind of paradise when there's these like ladder gaps between the countries and economies? Of course you can literally make a paradise for like anyone in there. No, yeah, it's hilarious to see it happening, and it's just kind of like spiraling and just growing and exploding, and like this thing becomes bigger or more trendy, more people are aware of it. And I guess it's cool also because it's fine. I believe like all of the generations, all the times, this was always happening, that people immigrate, they go somewhere else, they marry other people, they just go to the other continents and things like that, so it's completely fine. Yet there are these small waves of like shit happening socially, and again, I really like to talk about these things because I like to notice these things, and that's just something that's like super fucking interesting, to see like these small nuances. And again, most people just kind of miss that part. They're like, oh yeah, whatever, doesn't matter, didn't happen. So yeah, that's one thing. Another, dude, I what do I want to talk about? The way I ordered my lights, or whatever the fuck is happening with the COVID vaccines and all this bullshit? And you know what? Let's talk about COVID. COVID. I just said COVID. Now it's called COVID. Um, let's talk about that a bit. It's a bit fucking sad stories, but I'm gonna show this picture right here. On Reddit, there was a post. Some people were protesting against vaccines or passports or whatever, something like that, and the guy was hit, as you will see on the page, on the image, like in the face with this like water gun or something like that. And it's kind of like a funny picture, blah blah blah. But here's the point: there is, and this is Reddit, and all of the comments there, they were straight up like, just fuck this guy, ha ha ha, hate him, like he deserves that. And it's people, whatever, people will do whatever the fuck they want, not here to judge. The only problem is, now it's okay to hate those that have other opinion or different perspective or whatever, even beliefs, even if they're like dumb or stupid. It's okay to hate them, it's okay to like hurt them, it's okay to talk shit about them. It's okay to like that guy on the image, like, I don't know if it's true or not, but people were saying like he could have easily lost his eyes from the pressure of water. And most of the comments are like, yeah, fuck this guy, he deserves it. This is a bit of a problem because I feel like it's just like everything is slowly going towards the division, fucking division in everything, not just in fucking dating world here, racist political systems, the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated, the people who are like believe in COVID or don't believe, or whatever it is. Like, there is more and more division and hate. I don't know if it's true or not. My friend sent me a story on Instagram from, I don't know, just some kind of post, and basically there is a fence, a construction fence, in the middle of a grocery store. for like people who are with vax and don't have vax, and yeah, it feels crazy. Like it's like straight up division, like just like bam, you go here, you go here, you know, you're a piece of shit, you're an angel. And yeah, it's crazy. It's I thought it would be more about like uniting and bringing people together and trying to, like, you know, truly care about everyone, to let everyone live, but it's not like that. And it's so obvious. And I'm not gonna like pretend like, oh shit, a perfect world, it has to be perfect. Like, it's obviously not. And the world is only going more to shit, like slowly, like more and more of these like division, hate, aggressiveness, like all these like nasty little things. And it's just scary to see where all of this can end up, because yeah, it's very simple for people to just believe that they're morally right and they have all of the like rights and obligation to just like hurt or hate other group of people because the mainstream says it's okay, because like someone else says, you know, like it's their fault. And then this is like, it can lead to fucking nasty things. So it's concerning, and this is, you know, this is how the 2021 is ending. What's gonna come next? I don't know. It's scary shits. So yeah, fuck it, whatever. Had it on my mind, said it, it's gone. So now we're chilling. It's probably gonna be a super short episode. It's only like 5 minutes. Holy fucking shit! I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, actually, there was one, dude. I swear, every time, dude, every single time, I go through some services or like biggest websites or shit like that. Like I remember I used to, like, back a couple of years ago, I was trying to rent a place through Airbnb, and I go through the app, I click on something, and it just opens a empty window, like a white window. There is nothing there, and I'm just like, it gets me so angry because I'm like, how is it there? Like, it's such a big thing. Like, am I the only one using it? Like, nobody else noticed this problem? And I'm so pissed because this shit just keeps happening to me fucking all the time. And I'm not gonna say it all the time, but it really happens way too often. And I'm like, I don't understand why. Very recently, I was ordering this thing that should come from the US, and it was shipped through FedEx. And I'm like, okay, great. And I'm waiting, and then I get the email. It says, look, it arrived, come here, check it out. I go there, through the tracking code and all of that, I get on the page, it says like it was here, and now it's being held for whatever reason, and then we need some information from you. Okay, and there is nowhere, like, that's it. It just says we need some kind of information from you, and how do I know which? Where do I click? There is nothing. There's literally nothing on the page. So then I start researching the site and actually trying to find the answer for that, and then I just get to their like support or whatever. That, dude, all of these support pages, dude, literally fuck off. It's so annoying. Like, they give you 5,000 different articles, all this bullshit. None of them answer what's actually what my problem is. So connect me to the person in the fastest way possible so I can figure it out, because there's no other way. Like, I'm gonna like read through all these like forums and discussions, and it's like always from 2003, and then there is never an answer for that even. Like, it's so annoying. So I go through these loops fucking trying to find the answer. Then I click on the button that seems to be the actually one that should show me what I want, and it's just a page with an error. Dude, am I the only one using these platforms? Am I like the only person living in the world? Like, what is going on? Like, this is so crazy. And I had the same things happen like with Google, literally. Like, it's something with account. You have to go click there, and then it leaves you or sends you to some kind of page to like change your site or something like that. I click on it, it's just an error page, just an empty page. That's it. Holy fuck, dude, it's so frustrating. I can't believe that. It's, I don't know, super annoying. And then what do you even do in these cases? Like, when all of the official things, answers that they have, they don't help you, there's no way to actually contact them. Like, what do you do then? It's so annoying. Oh, dude, PayPal. Oh my god, that's a complete story in itself. Like it's never working. It's always like broken. Everything's like upside down. Shit is just changing randomly. Yeah, fucking hell and chaos. Don't like it. So let's see what else we got over here. Good stuff. Yeah. So, oh yeah, another thing. With and this is gonna get fucking very serious, but I really see how I had some arguments, and you can see like little small like verbal fights with some of the people in this last week, and there is so much. Okay, there's not so much. There is so it's so clear how people kind of jump to extremes very fast just to kind of prove their point or to try to, I don't know, hurt the other side or try to make them um, feel guilty or kind of like bring attention to the guilt of the other side or things like that. And yeah, I don't know. I just noticed this thing, and it's very interesting because in an argument, um, when like emotions are getting up and the anger and like all of these like I'm hurt, and like you're not like even like consciously thinking that like, oh fuck, like I have to like do something back and things like this. It literally happens unconsciously. If you're hurt, you just kind of want to protect yourself or things like that. And I just noticed that people just jump to extremes again, either to show their position or to just kind of be like, yeah, fuck it, you're some like crazy psycho terrorist or something like that because you don't agree with me or something like that. And I feel like it's a disaster in a way because it is never a formula or a way to have a healthy normal conversation, like any of those, just like to normally speak with another side. And I see how this happens all the time, everywhere, even and I'm talking about just like a human communication. When you talk with your friend, your girlfriend, your some person like your acquaintance, I don't know, partner from work, something like that. These are like very simple kind of non-problematic type of communications because most of the time they're not kind of public. It's not like everyone sees them and then you can be publicly shamed or you can publicly lose an argument, so it's a big deal, so you really have to win it and shit like that. These are happening like in private, so it's completely fine and it's okay to like lose them if you're actually trying to get to the point and understand something. But it literally never happens. There is never that perspective to like, let me hear what's actually the point and try to figure it out. There's always the like, feel hurt, make them feel like hurt even more, like then they make you feel hurt, then you try to hurt them, and like it just keeps going like that. And yeah, as I said, even very often it just, once someone's hurt, it very quickly jumps to extremes, like right away they say something against you in the simplest way right now in this today world. You say anything questioning the like medicine, you're instantly the anti-vax terrorist who is like bad, horrible, blah blah blah. Same thing, you can like casually just mention like, I don't know, like a political thing or political direction, or even like these simple things like racial things. Instantly you're like this extreme leftist or rightist, you're extreme like racist, you're like it all goes there in a second. Because if you say something people don't agree with like what you said, and they're like actively trying to like get you, it instantly jumps to these like extremes like out of nowhere. Because, oh well, if you're not agreeing with me, that literally means you're like on totally other side, because there is only two things: you're either thinking exactly like me or you're a fucking terrorist. And it's hilarious, and it's also very scary. And I think this in itself, we can see exactly how a lot of like countries talk with each other. There is never kind of, and I'm talking about the countries that have conflicts, and there is like hardly any dialogue ever. like maybe it starts there, but then it instantly jumps to extremes where they are either like threatening to like start a war or actually like do some damage or things like that, again with sanctions and all this stuff. And it's really scary because it doesn't seem healthy at all, and it seems very like animal type of behavior and signaling, and it is really signaling. And it is also the only way to really like try to show your position. I'm gonna go track back probably like a month or two ago. I feel like a lot of people totally missed this point, but it was the time where Texas banned abortions, and a lot of people were like super mad and pissed, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like it's so ancient, like ancient, like type of like way to do things. Like how can they do it? Blah blah." And I think it's just my opinion, okay? I'm not a fucking professional politician here, but I think it is exactly one of those cases where people just start signaling basically their own like position or perspective on things, because Texas is the like far right type of state, and they're right, they believe in, you know, like keeping the guns and being like fully free. And one of the extremes that they have is that they're pro-life, which means there is no like abortions shouldn't be a thing. So once all this like COVID and all of these limitations started happening, and I believe, I don't know, but I believe this one state itself, they were pressured by all these other states, so they lock down the state, take more what's it called, precautions or like measures against the COVID, and basically to lock down the people, get everyone vaccinated, put on the masks, all of that stuff. And because they are not agreeing with that direction or those ideologies or those methods, I don't know. I again haven't been there on all these like discussions, whatever wherever they had them or not. But let's say they said like, no, we're not gonna do it. They were kept pressuring. They were, I don't know, probably like threatened or like called out, like they're like stupid or whatever. And basically to stand their ground, to prove who they are, they go to the extreme, even more to the right, to just like signal. At this point, this is not like actually words. These are, it moves to actions. So they just like ban abortions to show that they are even more to the like right extreme side, to kind of stand and prove their point, like they will stay on that side, and that's how it's going to happen. And it's just a clear example like why words don't work. And then all of this actually leads me to another really interesting thing, which I believe is like really fucking cool, really cool to understand. Maybe it's a completely fucked up thing, but behind all these words and laws and obligations and papers and the like state laws, like worldwide laws, all of these like again contracts, all of this crap, the next most powerful thing is actions. Because it doesn't matter how many times you say something, people will just ignore it. They will just like keep pushing onto you. They'll keep like doing these things. They'll like keep trying to like kind of like guilt you or like shame you into some of these like things the way they want you to think. And nothing works at that point if you literally cannot communicate. So then unfortunately you just have to move on to actions, which is where actual like strong tension starts to happen. Because again, like let's say 2-3 weeks ago, from what I've seen in the news, I don't know if it's true or not, but Russia launched an attack on one of their satellites, and they exploded it. And I don't know what was happening, but to me it just looks like it's another signal to kind of like don't fuck with us, or don't kind of like do something, because it just shows what is happening. Instead of saying, you know, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, blah, blah, blah. These are just words, they don't matter. If you compare these words like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, to actual actions that, oh, holy shit, this happened or this happened, now it completely changes everyone's reality, because it already just happened. So now it's a completely different kind of thing. And this is where a lot of like aggression and crazy things can start coming from, and especially now when everyone is getting divided and people are getting heated up and crazy and mad. And like if you look at like Europe, there's what, Austria is fucked basically, and Germany is, well, very close, I guess. I don't know if those news were true or not. Another point about the news, that's how amazing they are. You literally get some information and then you don't even know if is it true, or is you have to do like 5 hours of research to actually understand, is it just a theory, is it gonna be at some point, or did it happen in a movie, or it actually happened. So adds to the confusion of everyone. So yeah, it's chaotic, and I feel like, yeah, I'm just hoping that people don't jump to the actions, because then when everyone's just like hurt, damaged, scared, um, in like a straight up survival mode, and nobody can like hear or listen, there is no dialogue, it jumps to actions, and then what the fuck are you gonna do next? Then it's just like it can escalate to a lot of these another like conflicts and shits like that very very quick, and that's a bit concerning. And it's all good, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I think I filed all of these like things for the lights. They should be here, whatever, 2, 3, 4 days from now. I hope they will. I'm not sure if they will. But then it's gonna get more interesting, because quite frankly I'm getting a bit of like tired to do the same thing, but I like, there's like this crazy urge to actually like choose one topic and do like a crazy cool video edited keyword targeted video. And at the same time I don't want to do that, because I don't want to make some kind of like show out of it, because this is what I'm doing is like straight up for me. I'm just like standing out here, just reminding to myself like this is for me, so I don't want to go crazy with it. Although for the marketing and all those other things, 100% something that I'm gonna get into. I decided already basically, so that's gonna be coming. And yeah, very cool stuff. Not sure exactly what I want to talk about, but definitely an interesting time to live in. And on the positive side, I just feel like there is like so much craziness happening online that you just straight up like cannot skip those things. Or like if you're sitting at home, or like half kind of sitting at home, let's say you just come from your job, you used to go out and party, now you can't because it's closed. Well, like hang out on the internet, actually take a look in like what people are doing to earn something, or do some, or build something, even like build a community. Fuck, like if you are like against money, like I don't know, it's kind of weird to be against money in 2021. Some haters that would be like, oh, it's bad, whatever. I don't know, probably you got so many problems if you think like that. But build a community, then build something cool, like I don't know, make your own app, make your own video game or shit like that. I think yesterday I was on one just out of fun, kind of got some random promotional email that was talking about a system that trades crypto coins on autopilot, red flags rising, and you have to do anything, red flags coming up, and it does everything for you, and basically it's extremely safe, red flags, and yeah, you can put basically like whatever amount of money, and you have like what, 20%, 30% returns, blah blah. So many red flags. Okay, out of fun, I just went onto that thing, and dude, it's so hilarious. It's just exactly one of those like webinars or meetings where the guy pitching his thing, it's exactly the same script. It's so hilarious. Like I went on it, and I actually literally started laughing, because there's so much information about how to do these types of webinars, how they work, who should do them, like how to do them by yourself, how to get the audience, like the actual script, how you wanna ask them the questions. So where are you guys from? Oh, Jimmy says he's from South Africa. Oh, the fucking Steven, he's like from New York. Oh, this one is from Berlin in Germany. Like, it's so hilarious how they're all of them are exactly the same ones, and 99% of them are like complete garbage, rubbish, trash. And yeah, the guy was pitching something, and kind of turned down the volume, was doing my other things, and I came back, turned the volume up, and he's like, oh guys, look, it makes so many profits, like you can do this thing and that. And here's one example. One person was trading for like 3 months, and he made like 20% on his returns. And first of all, these are like funny numbers in crypto, because fucking shit goes not by 20%, these coins go by like 1,000%, 5,000%, and it's all pretty much like a lottery or very close to it. And so yeah, anyway, he's like, oh yeah, and this is another person, and they are like doing good, and they are doing good, and then and then he's showing some more proof, like of this, and this and that, and then he literally made a mistake. I believe that's what it was, because he just kind of the way he led this whole webinar, it seemed like he's kind of doing it for the first time, or maybe not a lot of practice. I don't know. The point is, this guy then talks about, he just mentions himself that like, yeah, well, I have showed you all of these, and yeah, I unfortunately cannot show you the screen where we can see the losses. And he kind of like gets awkward, because like it's like an uncomfortable thing to say, or basically he knows he's lying or something like that. And then he just kind of moves on to like, oh yeah, but we can see like all of the wins and things like that. So basically he showed all of the wins, all of the positive sides, like we won here, like these people are winning money, earning it. And all of the negative, he just kind of like mentally kind of stumbled into it. It was like, oh shit. So yeah, whatever, probably some kind of scam, whatever, I don't know. Doesn't matter. But the point is, dude, online shit is fucking trending, popping, growing. It's absolute fucking crazy. So, yeah, dude, why not do so much cool stuff? Because you can, because there's so much opportunity right now. And then the further we continue living this life, like I think I said it so many times now, but the virus is not going anywhere. Like, where would it go? And why would it stop evolving from one, like, to the Delta, to this Omicron, to the next thing in a year, and the next thing? Like, why would it stop? Like, how can we prevent it from stopping? So yeah, some people are just like very hoping to get back to the normal life, and I just don't think it's gonna be possible, like to the full like extent, like fully possible. Maybe like partially, like here, there, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like a fully back to normal in the next, I don't know, 5 years or something like that. So, and then who knows what's gonna happen after that, again, with so many things changing. But at least, like, as long as opportunities are there, grab the best out of your situation. That's kind of what I keep telling to myself, because of course, like, just working and trying to focus on all these things is difficult, especially if you're used to meeting people, being social, doing fun things, moving around, traveling, like doing all these different cool activities, things like that. It's very, like, you craving that kind of stuff. But if it's not possible, then be realistic with your situation and what's actually possible, and stick to it, and like just kind of do that stuff. So this turned into a bit of a motivational talk. So that's all good, and I think this is approximately where I'm gonna end. I believe I'm very good on the time, so it went quite well. And that's it for now. So see you. I hopefully so fucking ruins the whole thing. Hopefully in a couple of days.